Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're out at Dreamworld on the Gold Coast because they've announced that Buzzsaw is going to be leaving, well, being removed for the Steel Taipan, give it a bigger area there from what I understand. So let's go check out what's going on with that, updates, ride closures and everything else more. Cue the entrance music. So I've just got inside the gates. Winterfest is now over, but obviously you can still see that there is the remnants of what was here, from the ice slide area to the chair swing thing. But enough about former things. Let's head around this corner and go check out Buzzsaw. Just come around the corner, and the first thing we can see is they've removed a lot of the scrim here in front of Steel Taipan, so we can get a much closer look at what it looks like. This attraction is definitely coming together. It's honestly looking amazing over there. Okay, but that's not quite what we're here for right this second. So let's head into the Buzzsaw area and kind of look at what's going on. So, I haven't heard too much for the plans yet, but we've got the Buzzsaw General Store here, which obviously will probably be leaving. And we've got some scrims starting to come out here for whatever they're going to do for the destruction and removal of Buzzsaw, which is quite a big, like, coaster sort of thing. Okay, I actually haven't been in here before, so let's give a quick look around the queue line, because if this is all going, it could be one of our last chances to see what it looked like in here. So it's kind of like a massive barn sort of thing. It's kind of cool. They look like, from either way, like where you came to change, come up here and go into the Buzzsaw area, which is kind of cool. Let's go back out here and look down that way, see if we get a better view of the whole track area. Okay, so this is obviously the exit area, but we got the track loading area there, and then yeah, obviously it's whole layout. It's kind of cool. But saying that, let's start heading around the rest of the park, see what else is open, closed, and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, we can see another one of those LED panels, and this should be the end of the exit queue line normally, and we would head into, just over there, the Buzzsaw General Store. Wow, that's a lot of tongue-tying to put together. So there's the exit to the Buzzsaw General Store. It's what used to be like period cowboy sort of photograph area, but I'm talking that's a few years back now. So it's interesting. So yeah, from what I've heard, this whole area down here is going to be reclaimed for the Steel Taipan, and from what we can see just beyond this wall, so I'm trying to block the wind for you, but it's a very windy day, is the load area. So it's foreseeable to see this whole area could turn into theming, gift shops and stuff like that. Okay, so let's start making our way into Ocean Paradise, where you see the claw is definitely up and running today and doing its thing. I will point out that we do still have a couple of these carnival games set up. So we've got like the pluck a duck one there, turning, and the basketball shooting, left over from school holidays. I'll also point out while I got a second here and there's not many people around me, this place is dead today. The car park was absolutely abandoned sort of thing. But it's a very quiet day. Let's turn around because we can see Shockwave is still under refurbishments. That honestly would have to be 2+ months that that's been down for. But let's head down this way towards the Gold Coaster, and if we can, we actually may try to jump on the roller coaster. I do like it, so let's check that out and see what's going on in like this little area where the ice skating was as well. Okay, before we get over to this area and see what's going on there, we'll go check out here, because I forgot for a second, this is where that little village was. So the signs on the outside, we've still got the arrows on the ground, but let's see if there's any like more like noticeable stuff going on inside it. Kind of. Let's go to our trusty little flap here. So no, it's just like boarded up exactly like it was for Winterfest, but nothing really going on inside. So let's head over to the other side and see if anything's going on inside this little area. We still see there's a few banners up for Winterfest as well. The curtains are open, so let's go to the top one and see if we can see if they've still got the ice ring in here or if they've already just started to dismantle it. Okay, so they've started to dismantle it, it looks like. Still got the curtain to the back there that was obviously hiding the exit, but we can see there's the just like ring area, but no more like barriers, ice, anything like that. Okay, so this may give you a better shot in there. Kind of came to the second window area. So that was the ice cream ring, and there was like over here. Well, I can't really show you, but either way, gift shop's over there. Let's see if it's open, and we'll see if we can get onto that ride. Okay, so it appears the gift shop here on the outside of the Gold Coaster ride is shut. Lights are off, everything. Door doesn't actually open this time. We'll go closer, like it has in the past for us. So let's enter into this ride, see if we can get onto it. It's been a while since I rode it. I'm interested just to see what is the theming they've done here, because honestly, I've seen this be so many different rides over the life of the coaster being here. Let's get up further where you can actually see there's like a deck chair inside there. Okay, so there's that big deck chair thingy I was telling you guys about. Okay, we've still got a long way to go up. We can also see this new sort of like palm tree scrim all the way up and down the tower. But saying that, as we're going up, we can actually see behind this little area that was blocked off when we last looked at White Water World. Obviously it's still down, and I know they've got a lot of weird restrictions during winter, like when they're actually opening, but looks like we've got some work going on there and also on the other side. But let's get up further, okay? Okay, so we can see there's some blue scrim walls around there too. So I know there's music playing, the wind's blowing, I'm doing my best to block them both for you folks. And there's also like another little thing just close, you see between the trees there, there's some cars parked behind there. So obviously looks like there's also a lot of land behind it. So I wonder if we're looking at maybe they're going to extend the water park, but we're just not sure. What is it? Wet n Wild is starting to do a lot of construction in their parks, so it's very plausible we may be seeing the similar here. So I've just got off the ride. That was a ton of fun. Very sore, kind of a lot more shaky than I remember, but I thought this would give you a better look into the area and what they're doing for the whole White Water World. That's it. Wow, I forgot for a second. So obviously this area is drained, cordoned off, and just back there you can see some of the blue walls just in one of the slides for like the new construction they're doing. I could also see while I was on the road, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it from here, that their massive wave pool is drained, and also they're doing some work on the back, like wall display of it. But let's get back into the park and keep checking out what else is going on. Okay, so kind of come back to the central part of the Paradise something, I forget what it's like, Paradise Beach I think is how it's called. But like I said, you can see Shockwave is still down. See when we get any closer looks, the last couple of times, like the ride vehicles themselves have actually been out front, which they still are. So the truck is gone, yes, but the ride vehicles are just underneath the shelter there, if you can see them. So still probably a lot longer until we see this back up and running. But saying that, let's get back to the starting point for like the whole Dreamworks area. Wow, sorry, I forgot who it was for a second. And see what's going on in there, okay? So I've just gone to the Dreamworks area, and so far the gift shop's open, everything's open, except this area is just absolutely dead. Like always, the concerning ball pit area is also open. Doesn't look like anyone's in there, but it is definitely open. Let's give a quick look in the gift shop and see if there's any new merchandise or anything like that. We can see in the front there are some discount, what do you call these? Dolls. Okay, so I've given a quick look around it and we can see that it appears that almost everything in this store is currently on some form of special. Either we've got buy one get one free on some of the Kung Fu Panda dolls, 2 for the for 45s on the t-shirts, some lunchbox and shirt clearance. Same with some of the plush over here. So it definitely seems like this store is trying to clear up their stock. I'm not sure if that means we got new stuff coming or if they're looking at just getting rid of this store completely, because it does have its own seasonal openings we've been noticing. Okay, so just come out of the store and I thought it was worth checking on these things. They're already closed, but the Dragonflyers is still behind Scrim, but is put back together, and I can see cast members in there. So obviously maybe they're doing some testing and finding out what's going on with that one. But the merry-go-round is still completely gutted. Like, yeah, there's nothing of that on at the moment. Got the chair swings on, so let's head back out here and start heading our way towards Tiger Island. So everything seems like it's about what to expected in the DreamWorks area, so let's head into Tiger Island. See how they're doing today. So we're finishing there. That was cool. It really was. They're always fun to look at. Like, it's such a beautiful animal. So the other thing that I wanted to check out while we're out here is this is the old loading area to the Tower of Terror. Yes, that's what it was called. And I've been noticing that they're slowly removing stuff, and they're removing a lot of this too. So I'm not sure if they're looking at putting a new attraction in where it was, or try to turn this into some sort of backstage area or something, but a lot of the tubing and the tower and stuff for it have been being removed over the last couple of months, which I have been pointing out. We'll look at more than a second, but just thought it was worth pointing this out. The other thing, just before we get into the ABC Kids area, that I did want to let you guys know, was on the Gold Coaster ride, they actually made me take off the mask. Apparently cloth masks have to be removed, so just keep that in mind. That is a little concerning that they are doing that, especially at the moment, but it's something for you guys to think about, okay? Either way, let's check out the ABC Kids area and see what's going on, okay? Okay, so still nothing more that's happening with this whole gift shop area. There's massive attraction here. I think, keep turning. It appears that all the other rides are also operational currently. So let's see what's happening in this fun spot, if they've still got the show or if it's just gone back to a holding area. According to the sign at the front, this is still, well, honestly both, the show at 10:50, and until then it's just a parents room before and after sort of thing. Oh cool. Let's head into the native Australian animals area and see what's going on with that, okay? I'll point this out because I've just noticed it. Next to this little entertainment area here, that was where the ice maze was, and turning, we'll give it context, right next to the big red car ride, and just outside of all the other ABC Kids area, up this little bridge here, which we get closer, is the prayer room for here. So if you are of a faith that causes you to have to pray either multiple times a day, or you just have somewhere you'd like to go, here is the prayer room. So we'll go in, you've got like a shoe rack for your store, and it looks like a little room. It's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, if you have a faith that needs to pray while you're at the park, that's what you've got. So it's just down this ramp, like I said, right next to this where the ice maze was, and just outside the ABC Kids area. I'm trying to see some more like this new lighting here as well, so it definitely feels like at some point soon there's plans obviously to start opening the park much later than I believe it's 5 o'clock currently, but I'll look that up and put it right there, like on the bottom of the screen for you guys. We'll see what's going on with this shearing shed, but I haven't heard of any major changes yet for it, but still keep your ears out and hope something's coming of it. But saying that, let's just keep moving forward and we'll get into see whether we can see in the animals. Okay, so I'm going to go check in like this little area here, but we can see the gift shop is currently closed. So obviously that was only like a limited edition thing for the school holidays that they reopened it. They've still got the snow up. Like I said, I've still been seeing a lot of stuff around here for Winterfest. So they're obviously just a little bit slower pulling down the decorations. But let's see if we can get any further in here, okay? We can't actually still get any further up here, but it's kind of cool. Actually, I wasn't going to show you too many of the animals, but where the Tasmanian devil is kind of just running around in here. It's kind of cute. We can also see, cute little bird, but I mean, this area that we used to, like at least last time we could go up and check out those birds, is now closed again. We've got a rope there and a rope further up, so some areas may open and close at different times for different reasons, so just keep aware of it and keep your eyes out what's going on in the parks. Just found a baby koala sleeping. Nothing I really want to tell you about it, just a small dose of cuteness. Okay, obviously I've left the native Australian animals area, but we can see there's some machinery, like I said, I've just left it, so you can see a big snake thing there. Some machinery and a boat. I'm not sure why there's a boat, but some machinery back here, and this area definitely looks a lot flatter than it was last time. So obviously they're still well and truly pushing forward on whatever is that they're planning on putting in this back section here, right near their lake. Same thing over here, where like this little trench was. It's filled in now, but yet the wall is still there. So I'm not sure if the wall and the hill are staying, or if it's just to try to hide what they're trying to do. But there is some markings, if you can see there. I'm trying to block the wind, so I have no idea what they're meaning, but obviously there's meant to be something either going there or done to this area. So it does look like whatever this trench was for the ride, they're going to use it for whatever they're going to do with this back area. Because there's a few of them heading all the way up, and also a few back the other way as well. Another update we can see here, there's a ton of plants, and you can see they're actually in their pots still that they'll be planting them in, sort of thing. So obviously this is not something I've missed before, it's just new items here. Okay, we've still got a footpath down here. I think it's just coincidental, but okay. The other thing I did notice is this shed over here has now got signage on it. You can't see this one, but the other door there on the back does say danger high voltage. So I'm not sure what this new like little shed is going to be used for, but it is obvious that it's going to be containing quite a bit of power and or electricity for whatever this area is being used for back here. But now they've kind of finished the land clearing and everything, it definitely seems like they've got a nice big area to work with in here. So from this side you can see the construction is definitely well on its way. That building back there for the what I believe is going to be load and unload area. So I can zoom in. You can see they've actually already started putting in the gates and stuff like that. So it's well on its way. I'm not sure if it's showing up properly. The other thing though is over here we can see some metal rock work for the cage and stuff. But here, this was it. Obviously we're going to have like a nice big like tunnel cave part that we actually dive through in the middle of this attraction, because either it's coming from that way or even more so it's coming from that way. So down that big drop straight into what appears to be like a cave sort of thing before we go into these big turns. So this is coming together and it's looking beautiful. Also just over there we can see this, so we can we zoom? Yeah, I was just turning it the wrong way. Is some more like rock work thing, like, well, the metal outline for the rock work. So this whole thing is coming together very nicely. I still have not seen a release date for when it's opening, still just saying late this year, but one has to feel at this point, at this time of the year, we're probably looking at around that December, for like November, December, for their, school holiday period. Seems like it would be a nice sort of thing to have a brand new attraction for the start of school holidays. Okay, so I've gone down to the ground level, and that may give you a bit better of a look at that little cave thing I was talking about. That looks like you're going to be diving through. It's still not showing as well on camera. In person, you can see, like, just in that center thing there, like the actual outlines, metalwork for the rocks and stuff. And obviously the rest is just supports around it while they're working on it. But this ride, it looks like it's going to be absolutely amazing. Which is awesome, because this is something that this park definitely needs, but also the Gold Coast itself just needs some better attractions at these parks. So I've come a little bit further down from where the steel taipan is, but right here was what's left of the Tower of Terror ride. So you have a bit of track there, but the track used to come down there and like arc at this angle high, and then head straight down here, and like over there was kind of where you loaded and unloaded. So it was like a tube that shot you originally forwards, and then it changed it to backwards, but up the tower here. And that's the attraction I've been saying that they've been slowly removing over the last couple of months. I'm trying to make my way towards the exit, but I completely missed this when I first entered. But Sky Voyager is down currently for refurbishments, management, whatever you want to call it. It's not operational, which may just be like a basic thing, and it probably is, but we may also be getting a new show. We know that they do that in the past. We've had the regular Australia show here, but then they also had like flights over America, sort of themed one. So hopefully we get another one. That'd be kind of cool, especially while we can't travel at the moment. I will point out on our way out that I've noticed most of the gift stores have actually had like some form of sale on their merchandise. Like even in this main one with the new stuff, there's a 2 for $50 on it. So do just keep an eye out if you're coming out to the parks at the moment, because it seems like a lot of the stores have got sales and good specials for what they normally charge. Okay, that's probably where we're going to have to leave it for today, guys. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Get notified next time I upload. Also, bottom of the screen, like always, are my socials. But I guess that's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.